For a struggle, sometimes for me it's a struggle because walking out Torah in Yeshua, I have to realize where I'm at in Yahweh's commandments, loving Yahweh and loving my neighbor.
Hmm.
And being human like I am, it's a daily fight because I'm fighting all kinds of past thoughts or stresses of the day, and I catch myself. I wear tassels, of course. I wear and I look down and I see those, and it reminds me of where I am in my walk, and that I'm constantly being watched by Yahweh Himself. But sometimes we get to Passover, this last Passover, there was all kinds of debates of what month we should, or, should we do it in the second part where Yahweh says you can do it a month later. I've seen
Right.
that, all that stuff, and the bickering and the fighting between people over issues like that, and one person will be puffed up. And this year, I just said, forget it. We're gonna go with April. We're gonna celebrate them. We're gonna do the best we can. But I found myself in those arguments with others. It's
Hmm.
the love part that you're right. That's a
Did you
struggle.
see the paper I wrote on that?
Yes, I did actually.
Okay. You know, so, I jumped in the fray, but I wouldn't give anyone the satisfaction of an answer. And we need to be willing to do that. And it was honest. But people were saying that I was sowing confusion but what I was doing was trying to help people make a decision. But because I didn't make a public decision, well, I sort of did. We decided to keep both. Is that which people would say, well, you can't do that, and say, well, you know what? We're rehearsing it anyway, and please don't tell me what I can't do. When call me from the Temple Mount when the send me a selfie with your lamb while the priest is killing it, and we'll talk about who's keeping the feast, according to Torah. Is people wanted me to make a decision, but they wanted me to either make their decision so I could affirm them, or they wanted to argue with me by making, and they were saying that by not doing that, I was sowing confusion, and I was saying, I'm not sowing any confusion. What this whole thing has done is reveal the division and the confusion within the body, and the anger and the baseless hatred and all those other wonderful things, I say sarcastically, that are here. I love how confused this was made this year. It confounded everyone, and everybody who was thinking, I got this dialed in, everybody got confounded. Even when it turned out in the second month, it didn't end up on the rabbinic calendar because a haze came into all of Israel and nobody can see it. It was like, Father, that's awesome. We can't even be on the rabbinic. Everybody's off, and that goes a lot deeper. So, he's in control.